Okay, fifth graders, I'm back. We are now at topic 3, lesson 1. Hopefully you've already done the daily review with Mrs. Johnson and went through that. You didn't necessarily have to correct it or get a score, but you should have gone through it hopefully. So we will start lesson 3-1 where we're going to multiply greater numbers by the power of 10. So we're going to start here on the solve and share where it says, at Izzy's party store, party invitations come in packages of 8. So each package that you have, there's 8 in each package. How many invitations are in 10 packages, 100 packages, 1,000 packages? Solve this problem any way you choose. So you can pause the video, or the video will pause, and you can try to figure this out. And now, how I would do it, and some of you may have done it differently, but I know there's 8 in every one. If I have 10 packages, I'm just taking 8 times 10, and that means in 10 packages, I should have 80. Okay, now, from there, I just look at this one and I say, well, 8 times 100, it's got 2 zeros, so I know the answer is going to be 800. And with 1,000, it's got 3 zeros, I know the answer is going to be 8,000. Okay, now I want you to pause this or stop this, go to Savas and watch the visualize learning. I think it's only about 2 minutes so that you all have seen that, and then come back here. All right, so hopefully you're back here just reviewing. If I said to you, what is 10 times 10? I know all of you would say right away, that's 100. Hey, notice that it's got 2 zeros. If I said, what's 27 times 10? 27 times 1 is 27, so I just add the 1 0. What's 27 times 100? 27, and I add the 2 zeros. If I want, I can put the comma in there. All right? So here we go. We are in the math journal on page 82. So you all want to be on your math journal. Page 82, pause the video if you need to get that out so you're started. Basically what this is showing you here is it says the value of each place in a number is 10 times the value of the place to the right. So if you look right here, it's going to say in the ones there's 4. So if I go over to here, now it's 40. Okay, then you go over here, now it's 400. Okay, so every time you go to the right, if I start here and I go to the right, it's going to be 10 times bigger. 10 times bigger. So it says 10 times greater than 4. Guess what that's going to be? 40. What's 10 times greater than 40? That's 400. It's 10 times greater than 400. That's 4,000. It's 10 times greater than 4,000. That's 40,000. And you can start to see the patterns here. If I did 32 times 1, I get 32. Well, 32 times 10, I add 1 0. 100, I add 2 zeros, and it just keeps going. Okay, so that's the pattern with the zeros. Now, we did work on the exponents. 32 times 1, that means there's no exponent. 32 times 10, that's to the first. That means we're multiplying it by 10. And then if it's a second, we kind of said the trick was add 2 zeros. 3, add 3 zeros. 4, add 4 zeros. Okay, so that was kind of the trick that we had talked about before. Now you're going to have to convince me. So it says, Nellie says that 60 times 1,000 is 6,000 because there are 3 zeros in 1,000. Kara says that 60 times 1,000 equals 60,000. Whose thinking is correct? Nellie or Kara? Hopefully, when I did this, you get the same answer as I do, but she was right, there is 3 numbers in 1,000, but we also have to count the 3 zeros in 1,000. We also have to count the 0 that's over here. So that's 4 zeros. So when I do this, I can do the 60 or 6, but I have to add 4 zeros. So my answer actually would be 60,000, and Kara is actually, no, don't try it, Nellie. Kara is actually correct. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm at home trying to do this, and our dog is playing with plastic stuff, and she's throwing it all around the room. So if you can hear that, I apologize. I don't want to try to get up and take it away from her because she'll probably start barking or something. On to the next. Now we are at page 83 in the math journal, the guided practice. Did you understand? It says, how many zeros will there be in the product of 39 times 1,000? How many zeros will there be? Hopefully you said 3, because there's 3 zeros in 1,000. So your answer would be 39,000. Okay, how many zeros will there be in the product of 59 times 1,000? And hopefully you said 3 zeros, because it's going to be 59,000. Explain how you find the product of 90 times 10 to the 4th. Explain, how would you find the product of 90 times 10 to the 4th? Here's how I would do it. I would take 90, and then I would just add 4 zeros to the end of that. That would give me 90. I have to have 90 and then add the 4 zeros. Sorry. So my answer would be 90,000. But 90,000 has 5 zeros. What do you think? I gotta still have this 0 here. So it's going to be 4 zeros from this, and I still have a 0 over here. So it's going to be 5. So let's go back here and look. Was it on this one right here? 32, the 32 stays. So if I have a 90, the 90 would stay. And then they add the 4 zeros. Okay? So you still have to have that 0 from the 90. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Now over here, we got 60 times 1, number 3. 60 times 1, that's 60. 60 times 100, we're going to add the 2 zeros. 60 times 10,000, not 1,000. So here we got to add 4 zeros. I did it again. 60 times 1 is 60. 60 times 100 would actually be 6,000 because I have the 2 zeros from the 100, but I also have the 0 from 60. And 60 times 10,000, here's my 60, and now I add the 4 zeros, and I get 600,000. 13 times what equals 13,000? It has 3 zeros on it. So I would say times 1,000. You could have also done 10 to the 3rd. And I can't really make a 3 there, but I guess it would look 10 to the 3rd. If that 3 was smaller, it would be 10 to the 3rd. I'm just going to leave it as 1,000. Blank times 10 to the 4th equals 100,000. Well, we've got to have 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I still have 10 left. So it's going to be 10 times 10 to the 4th, because that would give me 5 zeros, and that's what there is in here, 5 zeros. Remember, if you need to pause this video to put things in your math journal, feel free. I'm just going, and then you get it in and pause the video as much as you need to get things that you did. Now, we're going to start to, when we get down here to 14 through 19, you're going to have to pause the video while you try to figure things out. So here we go. We're on number 6, 89 times 1. So I put things over here. 89 times 1 is going to be 89. 89 times 10, 890. Times 1,000, 3 zeros. We should put that in there. And times 10,000 is going to be 89, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So I'd put the comma in here. Okay, try number 7. Pause the video if you need to. Then we'll come back and you'll see the answer. 30 times 1, 30 times 10, 2 zeros. 30 times 1,000, 3 zeros. And then I got to do 4 zeros. Same thing with number 8. Pause the video if you need to. Why don't we do 8 and 9 right away? And then you can come back and I'll show you 8 and 9. So 8 would have been 41, 410, 4,100, and 41,000. 3 zeros. Oh, and there's another one. 4 zeros, huh? My fault. 410,000. It's got 4 zeros. Did I miss one up here? Yeah, this was times, I got 4. 89, I had 89 times 1, 89 times 10, 89 times 100, I forgot. So I should have had 890 in there too. And this one I forgot 1 zero, 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros. That's right. No, because 30 times 1 is 30. 30 times 2, or 30 times 10 would be 300. 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros, and actually the last one would have been 5 zeros. Hopefully somebody caught me on that. That one should have been 300,000 for the 5th one. You probably did, knowing you guys. All right, then the last one here, I would have 90 times 1, so that's 90. 90 times 10 to the first. I'm going to have my 90 plus the 1, 0 from my exponent 1. 90 times 10 to the second. I'm going to have 90. The exponent's 2, so I'm going to add 2 zeros. 90 times 10 to the third. I'm going to have 90, and I'm going to add the exponent 3 zeros. And then I'm going to have 90, and I add 4 zeros. Then I should go back and put in my commas if I need to. Here's a comma here. Here's a comma here. And there's a comma there. All right. Right here, number 10 says 4 times 10 to the third. Well, I'm going to have 4. 10 to the third means 3 zeros. 4,000. 85 times 100. I'm going to have 85. 100's got 2 zeros in it. There we go. 16 times 10 to the second. I'm going to have 16. Exponent's 2. 2 zeros. Here I got 10 to the third times 38. So I still go 38. 3 zeros with the exponent. Okay, I'm going to do 14 to 19. So if you want to pause it, try to do 14 to 19, you can do that. All right. 52 times 10 to the what? So there's going to be an exponent here. Equals 520,000. So if I imagine this 52 is not here, how many zeros do I have? 4. So my exponent would be 4 there. So this would be 10 to the 4th. You can see there's a little line there, so they want 10 to the 4th. Okay, let's look at this one. 68,637 times 10 to the equals 10 to the first times. Whoa, that one is a tough one. There are no zeros in there. So what are we going to do? If it's 10 to the first times what of this is going to give us that? What would you put? To me, those same numbers need to be there. 68637. Okay? But if we're going 10 to the first, that means we're going to get it bigger. So the answer would actually have to be smaller. Let's make sure that is not a decimal, right? That is a comma. I can't make it bigger right now because I'm screaming. I'm taking it that is a comma and not a decimal. Okay? So this is the answer because the equal sign is here. And they're saying 10 to the first times what is going to give us this answer. And we would want to put a 0 at the end. You know what? Let's skip that one because I just don't think that's one that they wanted to have in there yet. These are probably supposed to be zeros. That is not one. I'm going to skip that one for now because there was nothing in the pre or post stuff that said that. So let's skip 15, go to 16. 382 times 10 to the 4th. I'm going to do 382. And now it's times 10 to the 4th, so I'm going to add 4 zeros. I'm going to have to make that bigger. and then it's